In the late 18th century, a time when the old ways ceased, amidst the revolution's call, came a woman who dared to confront an era of great change.
Meet Mary Wollstonecraft, born on April 27, 1759 in Spitalfields, London. She was the second child of Elizabeth Dyson and Edward John Wollstonecraft. She was a moral and political philosopher, an English writer, and one of the first feminists in Great Britain. Her story starts after her mother's death.
During her teenage years, she would read a variety of literature ranging from religious texts to books of ancient philosophy. Despite their family's complicated status due to her father, at just 19, she managed to venture into a career as a governess, a private tutor who educates and supervises children in a private household. This is where she witnessed the limitations imposed on women in society. She tried opening a school for girls in 1784 with her sister, but it was closed due to the financial struggles of the school. She then returned as a governess to an Irish family.
As a result of her experience as a governess, Mary wrote Thoughts on the Education of Daughters in 1787. It concentrated on what might be the essence of education for girls, which was that they should be able to think critically and be self-confident individuals. During that time, society viewed women as intellectually and morally inferior to men. Young women's education was limited and considered useless. Their education simply focused on being tutored at home about domestic skills, whereas young men were sent to schools where they were taught different subjects. It was common for society back then to believe that a woman's only role was to be a mother and a pleasing wife.
As a progressive thinker, the education and the role of young women did not sit well with her. Her desire to advocate for voices that were frequently silenced only grew stronger. This is where her legacy starts. And here we meet the mother of first-wave feminism. The first wave of feminism took place in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, emerging out of an environment of urban industrialism and liberal socialist politics.
The prevailing ideals towards women back then lead Mary to respond to those views through her book, A Vindication of the Rights of Women. This provoked a widespread debate and controversy upon its publication. She rejected the special role assigned to women, and to do so, she set out a rational case for the rights of women. She articulated her ideas using encouragement as an act of activism, and also engaged in public discussions to promote her views and influence public opinion. Mary Wollstonecraft addressed a variety of issues and believed that society was wasting its assets because it kept women in the role of convenient domestic slaves and was denied of economic independence. She criticized their current education system for women as she believed they needed equal access to subjects to develop as rational and moral beings. She brings up the fact that women are capable of reason and can make decisions as men do. Therefore, they should be given the same rights and opportunities and be treated as intellectual and virtuous adults.
Despite the criticism she received, she continued to challenge traditional gender roles and argued that women should have the freedom to pursue desired careers and interests such as medicine, midwifery, business, farming, shopkeeping, and more, arguing for greater autonomy and independence for women in all aspects of their lives.
Today, her legacy lives on ongoing efforts to address gender inequality and promote women's empowerment worldwide.
Her advocacy for women's rights paved the way for significant changes, including better educational opportunities for women and recognition of their intellectual abilities. Her ideas inspired later feminist movements, leading to advancements in women's rights such as suffrage and increased access to education and employment.